Alright, now that our panel is pretty much cooled down, I'm going to show you the different files. You can buy files like this one here. So it's from Eastwood. So it's the basic flat fixing file, round file, then some of the vintage ones that I ended up with. You can find those on eBay, internet. You can customize some for narrow files, small round files. All these vintage tools here. Really hard these days to find good files. It seems like you've been hoarding the files and you can't find them for a good price anyway. And then I use this here to just a pick to clean the file. Brush, clean the file with that. Flathead just to get in some of the grooves that the file, the lead gets stuck in. So anyway, I hope this works, but I'll show you how to file basically. See how I already feathered all the edges so that it's super easy to get through. One thing I can also recommend is don't ever buy that lead-free kit from Eastwood. It's like filing concrete. It's the worst. I bought this kit once, and I mean, it comes out good, but impossible to file. So, and then as best as you can, try to do everything by hand without any die grinders or, you know, air tools, because then you'll put a big gouge in your lead and then it's too late. So if you use the file and you're patient and you don't apply too thick, I'll file this in like 15 minutes. So it's really not that bad. You can use a die grinder here on the edge to make sure your edge is nice and straight, or you can use by hand. But like I like to use a die grinder here to make this edge really nice and smooth. That way I know, you know, where my metal is. So I'll do that right now. I'll do this with the die grinder, and then I'll use the file again. All right, now I can file. It's kind of tricky, but anyway, hopefully this stays. Getting there. Getting there. Getting there. See how, because I feathered these edges, it's nice. It's easier to break on the right at the end there. High spot right here. When you get close, slow down on the speed. That way you won't get too low that you have to add lead. So like right here I have a high spot, but this is pretty good. So I just put no pressure basically on the file. I just let the file do the work. Then I check it. See, it's perfect. Just a teeny bit right here. Nice. Getting there. So, one of my favorite files is this little one right here. I love to use this because fits in tight spots, and I do like little stuff like this. I wish you could really see. Let me strap this motherfucker back on. Okay, that's better. Alright, so see like these little spots here. Ah, it's nice. Oh yeah. So basically, from start to finish, doing a corner like this takes about 30 minutes. From the time you start applying your flux to finishing, got about 30 minutes in it. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to clean up the end. I see a little high spot there, I think, but I'll fix that. I like to clean it up with the DA 80 grit, and I like to see where I'm at, and then and then I'll block it with a little sandpaper to know where my highs and lows are. Just feathering the edge. I'm not knocking it down. See right here, I'm a little high right here. Oh yeah, getting there. Then I go back, very gentle, very gentle. Let the file do the work. I'm letting it float right now and feeling pretty good. That's it. Look at this. It's done. Yeah. Now there's just the finishing touches. Little DA real smooth. Alrighty, and that's it. Corners leaded. And now with all this, all these shavings down here, what I like to do is I fill a metal bucket with all these shavings, and I make little lead pads for my friends to use the hole punch and stuff, so because you don't want to use that dirty lead on a car, so you just recycle it and make, you know, this is like a 10-pound maybe, but it works great to use a little hole punch and stuff. So anyway, this is it, guys. It's done. It came out killer. Hope you learned something.